Hello, I'm Sam Christian. I'm a management consultant and small business owner coach. I've taken this video to ask you one question if you're a business owner. Do you consider marketing or business development as a cost or an investment? We all know that marketing or business development activities drive revenues. I mean, if you want to create revenues, you have to do marketing activities. So you have to do business development activities. And we also know of some companies, especially in FMCG, soft drinks, and all that, who are spending as much as 30 to 40% of the revenues for business development activities. So that's what prompted me to take this video. As you may be planning for your next financial year's budgets, revenue goals, and expense estimates, budgets, and all that, what percentage of your turnover have you allocated for business development activities? When I say business development activities, I mean it could be a business development team, it could be telecallers, it could be collaterals, marketing collaterals, it could be your website. I've seen typically small business owners not being comfortable spending more than 1 or 2% on their revenues, which is very, very small. Then we come back to that egg and chicken story. Which came first? Okay, let me get revenues and then I'll spend. How can I spend without getting revenues? But that's not going to work. You will have to necessarily invest first and reap later. It has to follow the natural principle of investing first and reaping later, of seeding first and reaping later. That has to happen. Even if you're a small business, you may have to necessarily allocate 8 to 10% of your revenues for business development activities. I wouldn't say 8 to 10% for marketing, 8 to 10% for business development activities. It could mean, for example, let's say you have a small team of 20 employees. But I generally ask this question: you have 20 employees, but how many people in business development? Just one person, an inexperienced youngster. So one person now has to feed 19 other employees. It's not practically possible. It's not logical either. But when it comes to hiring people for business development activities, small business owners are reluctant. They might think, okay, this person will not work, or he might leave after 3 to 6 months, and necessarily that role is not filled. Or maybe that logic of one person feeding 19 or 20 other employees, that doesn't fit in. So they have only one person. I would suggest, if you are a team of 20, you will necessarily have to have at least 4 people doing marketing, bringing in business to feed the other 15. What is the point unless and until you are in services business? But you must still want telecallers. If you are in a services business, you want business coordinators and telecallers. So it has to follow a certain logic. It has to follow a certain strategy. As you plan your budgets for the next financial year, I strongly urge that you allocate at least 8 to 10% for business development activities, including your website, your marketing collaterals, your business development team salaries, their incentives, digital and print, depending on your strategy. Of course, we are moving into digital slowly. A higher percentage of your allocations will necessarily have to be in digital. That again is a point. We have seen companies spend only 8 to 10% of their total budgets. It also could go up depending on the reach, and depending on the precision in which you have to reach your target audience. So it's very, very important. Revenues will not come first. You have to spend first and then bring in the revenues. Please focus on this particular area. It's the most important thing. We are in business for margins. That's the mission that we are in. So you will have to do the most important activity properly, which is business development activity. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sam Christian, a management consultant and small business owner coach.